All right then, let's get into this.
Mm-hmm.
So this is session 41 of Curse of Strahd, I believe, if my math is
Fucking
correct.
hell, man.
That is
Yeah, it
many
is.
sessions, and you guys have come to the epilogue of the Vallaki chapter. During the day, you did a lot of things with the Festival of the Blazing Sun. Many things happened. Many people died. And you found your way back to the Blue Water Inn. First things first, of course, Yegov is carrying a corpse at the moment at the rear with Rayla. What is he doing with the body of Ismark?
Well, probably taking him to the local kirkyard.
Okay. But you're in luck. You know where you can get a free coffin in town.
Mm. It's true. I imagine, like,
There's only a couple there. Not too many.
I mean, yeah, a lot of them were preoccupied, though. So they were emptied out at the same time.
They were emptied out, yeah.
Because
You did
as
some
we discussed
housekeeping
earlier,
on them.
the dead have a really nasty habit of not staying in that way in this place.
But sadly true.
Although we haven't encountered a zombie yet, actually, now that I think about it. And I shouldn't have opened my mouth. Right, yeah, so I'd probably take the body to the kirkyard.
Okay.
Walk to find a coffin.
Mhm.
How much is a coffin? Do I give a fuck?
Well, the thing is,
He
the
owes me-
coffin
he owes me for
maker's
not
shop is
grassing him up.
empty, and the door is no longer there, remember? So you can kind of just
But
walk
yeah.
into the coffin maker's shop and help yourself to any coffins in there.
And I will do that because he owes me for not grassing him up to the town.
Wait, what happened to him? Wait, was that mentioned? What did
Yeah.
Well, I unmanacled him, and what happened to him is entirely up to him.
Okay.
Yep.
Or the vampires, you know.
Alright.
So yeah, I grabbed the a coffin. How heavy is a coffin?
Ooh, quite heavy. It's a two-man job, I reckon.
And his
Two-man
marks
job.
Rayla's there.
Rayla is there.
Three-man job.
Three-man job? You reckon they're that heavy?
Well, Rayla's not the most... She might be
She's got-
dexterous and nimble, but she doesn't have very much upper body strength.
He doesn't have much strength, but you don't need that much if it's two-person carry, I would argue.
Ismark
He
is
has
quite a
got
fairly
10
built fellow.
strength.
Yeah,
I left the body at the frickin' kirkyard. I'm not that strong.
Okay. Yeah, then you're fine. You're fine.
Because I don't think anyone else knows.
I said I went to the
Members know.
kirkyard, dropped him off, and then went to find the coffin.
True.
I might not have made that clear, or I may have omitted a bit because I am not very clever. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab a coffin. But I'm not leaving him money.
That's
He's
fine.
probably dead. He's probably in one of his own coffins.
Potentially.
You open
Although
the
I-
coffin when you get back to the church, he's just laying in there.
I am
it's like-
proficient with carpenter's tools, so I can steal the coffin myself.
Yes, you can. You find yourself at the, was it the kirkyard you said you were?
Yep.
Are you going to perform any rites or anything as you bury Ismark?
I would ask the boy who's being trained as the, I guess, the next
So you waken him from his slumber then?
priest of the morning.
Because it's fairly late at night and he's literally like 9 years old.
What time is it?
A 9-year-old on his own. This-
You have to go to his
That takes
parents'
half
house
a-
and say, we need your help to bury your body, basically.
No, I would seal the coffin and it can wait until the next day.
Okay.
Although I will like write a note, I guess. If I can, I don't actually have writing implements or paper on me. Now that you mention it,
Write on it with mud or something.
no, I don't have paper or writing implements. What does Rayla have? Does anyone know?
I don't think she does.
I don't think she has a forgery kit or anything like that, so...
She does have a forgery kit, I think. Auric has a forgery kit.
Or is it she might have a disguise kit, I don't know about forgery.
Auric Craven, open his character sheet.
Is Auric even with you right now? He did storm off, remember?
Inventory. He did
I
storm
think
off. He get used
me,
to
me
it.
and Auric and Sophia headed back to the inn straight away.
Actually,
Hey,
quite
get
sure
on my
this is-
character sheet.
Fuck you, I'm borrowing it.
I don't have a forgery kit.
Why not?
What do you think I am, some kind of crook?
Yes.
Understandable.
Oh, yeah.
Why have you got
Understandable. Have a good
sextant?
day.
Oh, I can use a forgery kit. Oh,
Why have you got a sextant?
We found it at the tower.
Indeed, you did.
Okay.
You did.
Now I'm getting a
And
fucking
people had to
phone call.
Google what it was.
There's a navigator's tool.
Indeed, it is.
It's very useful, actually. Yeah, like I'd go back to the inn and ask if anyone has a pen and paper. I presume there's one like behind the counter, a quill of some kind for writing receipts and whatnot.
Yeah, they do. They do, yeah.
It was
I'd
looking
even like a
anxious,
copper
worried
piece
that
of
he
ink
might
or something. I don't know. How much is ink these days?
Depends
Does
on the
anyone know how
quality.
much ink is?
Really depends on the quality, to be honest.
Mediocre to low.
Ink, 5E.
Because there is actually a price on that, I remember.
Yeah, like good quality ink is 10 gold pieces, so not that much.
That can go fuck
Is
themselves.
there a cheaper quality one?
How much is piss poor quality?
So
You know, it's like
tap
lumpy
water
and-
level. I'm trying
The
to
one thing I can
find
say
out.
about this campaign at the moment is that it's not been very illustrious for gold.
Oh, no. No. You've had many...
I'll have
You-
you know my
the-
9 gold is
you-
a lot.
The treasures you've earned are the items you possessed, and the memories, of course.
And the friendships and
And
our
the
friends.
friendships that
trauma
you
earned
formed.
along the way.
And the
The severe PTSD.
and the nightmares and the PTSD, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and the
honestly.
vampires. Don't forget about the vampires.
Oh, of course. I'll
So, I had
say,
a quick
like,
phone call anyway.
mediocre ink, 1 gold piece.
And how much is low quality ink?
Low quality, 5, maybe 10 silver.
I will say, Max, just
Congratulations, they can have one of my electric.
I will take 2 gold away from Flint just to make up for ink that he's used and is going to brought to
Okay.
write in his own stuff, just because he's going to need to do.
Fair enough. Great. Yeah, so I've just gotten rid of fucking electric.
You guys don't have chalk.
Can I
I'm
go up
not-
to my room and start cleaning my cloak, please?
Yeah, you certainly can,
Well, I
yeah.
mean, I was writing a note towards, and I was going to leave it in the like on the doorstep or like underneath the door of the child's place, saying, "Upon waking, please come to the Blue Water Inn. I need to ask you to perform burial rites for a VIP, for an important person, I guess. Right?
Okay.
I would like to go to Sterling.
Yes.
I needed to cast Identify, do you?
No, I'm just wondering. My bed's still a mess, and from what I can tell, you don't use a bed. So I was wondering if I could use it.
Well, it's okay with me, but I was sharing a room with Sophia, yeah?
I
I think it was me.
Yakov.
Was it?
Yeah, it was
Oh, was
Sophia
it-
and Rainer in a room.
Oh yeah, that was it. Sorry. Yeah. So I would say it's okay with me because I don't use one, but you may have to ask Yegov.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but isn't your bed bloodstained?
Mine or his?
His.
What's wrong with his bed?
I believe him and Auric had like they were trying something, and then I think Sterling started bleeding.
I think there was some mind reading that was done.
Yeah.
That still hasn't
Yeah.
been cleaned up afterwards, yeah. You guys are not the cleanest of parties, not gonna lie.
All right.
Hmm.
Hey, Sophia is very
Oh.
clean.
Oh,
I don't
right.
think-
Feels
And
very
yeah,
clean,
one
yeah.
second.
Yeah, one
regular.
second here.
Yegov takes regular.
Also,
baths.
what have I done wrong? Okay, I've just been caught in the crossfire. So, how bad is it?
It's got very Strahd bloodstains on it. They're pretty big patches.
I think it's better than like the vomit and
I mean, it's probably just on the top sheet.
stuff.
So, like, if you want
You
to
know,
sleep without a top sheet, you should
I'm
be.
gonna take it over the mess that you people made in my bed. So,
I mean, you could use prestidigitation to clean it. Clean all of
Or
them.
you could use water and soap.
you know, I don't know how, but I'd never thought of
I
either of
don't know that
those.
spell.
I'm gonna go upstairs and do that. Max, I'd like to spend however long it'll take cleaning my bed with prestidigitation.
Okay, 2 hours.
What time is it?
11 p.m.
Okay, how long would it take to clean Sterling's bed?
A
Oh,
lot less
wait.
time.
Sterling's bed, that is 2 hours. Your bed is like, you might as well just burn it at this point.
All right.
Isn't it like 1 cubic foot, Presty?
On the other hand, it probably is like some dry blood now, so it's probably
Presty
not.
still.
Do you
Presty's meant to
instantly clean or soil an object no larger than
Yeah.
1 cubic foot?
How much
Would
did I bleed?
Would it
Like-
still take 2 hours?
Like
It'll
it's
take
1
2
foot
hours.
cube,
It's like seeped into the mattress.
but it's 1 cubic foot. So if you do it by cubic foot, it should take what?
I'll do it for a
About
bit.
half hour?
He bled a lot.
I'll do it for a bit
What
to
we
try
can do.
and
Hang on, wait.
clean.
What's the bed made out of? Out of curiosity.
Duck feather. That's why it's so difficult to clean.
If you
Yes,
could, like,
duck feather
shit
is
and
resistance
strip
to
it up.
prestidigitation.
He has to,
Okay.
Because it's
he has to
like-
individually take the feather out and cast precipitation and put it back
Yeah.
in the mattress.
I'll try and do the top layer of stuff. So at least I'm not laying in it, and then I'll use that bed.
Okay, if you're just doing the top layer, but sleeping in a bed you know seeped in blood, then 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'll do that. At least then I can lie to myself and pretend that it's fine. Oh, and Flint, falls asleep immediately
Okay.
because it's been a long day.
We get some notes because I had some stuff prepared which I haven't actually opened the tab for. Anyone else want to do anything before we do sleep sequence kind of things and long rests and all that stuff you enjoy doing?
I don't know if I have anything. I'm kind of tempted to drink a potion at the end of the day.
Yeah,
Nice.
I don't think there's anything that I want to do before bed tomorrow morning, though.
Do I drink a potion? For shits and gigs.
Do you plant a seed?
Do I plant a seed? Oh, I'm definitely doing that.
I should plant it on his Mark's grave.
I don't think that's honouring the dead.
Imagine if you just max roll on it and then it's a sign from a powers beyond that you get to
Oh my
skip her
god,
over
that would
that
be
way.
perfect. That would be perfect.
It would be Ismark giving his life to save us.
I'm so
Anyway, then we have
tempted.
Tiamat to deal with.
Which is probably harder than Strahd.
We just go back to Barovia. Fuck that,
Yeah,
man. Strahd, staying here for a while.
Hey Max,
Yes.
how do these magic potions taste? Are they quite nice?
Not gonna lie, that they're fairly bitter. Think like Marmite,
Like alcohol.
liquidized like Marmite.
Ugh, that sounds awful.
Roll a straight d20.
Sounds
You
alright
might
to
you
me.
might be into the taste. Anything over
I'm
10,
not.
you're
Does
into
taste
it.
right. Like,
Over 10, you do enjoy. No,
Oh, I hate that. I
hate
hate
the
Marmite.
taste.
These
Hate it.
potions.
makes it
well,
want to
luckily you have
vom
the
a little
spell
bit.
Prestidigitation, which lets you change the
That's-
flavour of it.
That's very true. Well, we're probably leaving Vallaki in the morning, right? Should we have a bit of chaos before we leave?
Technically, we haven't had a long rest yet.
I know, but I've added it to my character sheet, Nathan.
I know.
Oh yeah, actually, that's a good point. You would
You're
probably
at
rule
2
this.
HP.
Yeah, never mind. I can't do that. Nope, nothing I want to do.
Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else for anything in the night before we transition to the morning?
Is my jacket? Is my cloak clean?
Roll a d20. Straight d20. I'll give you
Okay.
advantage actually, because you are a bit of a clean freak. You would know a way around
And she
cleaning
is
things.
very well practiced to clean this
Very
cloak,
well
can't
practiced
you,
at cleaning
Matt?
his cloak. Yeah.
Please ignore the fact it's going to say initiative on.
Oh, that's fine.
That one.
She's rolling combat
Oh.
against her cloak.
Oh, damn.
18.
It
Yes, it does.
appears to everyone looking at the cloak, they looks pristine. but you know in your soul that it's not clean.
Ah, shit.
And it'll
Yeah,
never
okay.
be. It's lost that. It's like it'll never be near mint again, Joe. It might
Okay.
be like fantastic, sleeve playable,
Oh,
looks brilliant.
oh,
But
that hurts me inside, Max. It's hurting me inside.
There's one little ding, like where the stitching has gone. Like no one else will notice, but Sophia notices.
It's the most trauma Sophia's ever experienced.
It's where Sophia slowly turns into his soul. Becomes a
That is
seamstress.
really tight. That's really tight. Is there anything I can do in the future to fix this?
You can. You just need
wish
to
spell.
go to a dressmaker, like anyone who's really good at dealing with clothing. Or a wish spell.
Right.
You could use a wish spell. You could get a card
Well,
that helps
Okay.
from either deck.
Okay.
Gotta roll the dice and see how Logan feels that day.
And I do know. I'm
Not
pretty
today.
Sure,
Not today,
I'm
Satan.
pretty sure that in the night, Rayla would probably want to try and kill Flint.
I
I done nothing.
Oh yeah, that thing.
it's okay because we were gonna kill some time. Maybe by the time this ends, Rayla might be here. So
Hey, I got questions to
You'll-
ask in the morning anyways.
you all settle and drift off to sleep, be it at various different levels of comfort. As exhaustion sets in, it's been a very rough day. It's been very busy and hectic, and your bodies are definitely feeling the toll. And the warm embrace of a comfortable night's rest beckons you to sleep. Flint, however, starts dreaming.
Oh, no.
Let's get some ominous mist going.
Oh.
Moment.
So you see yourself floating in darkness with a floating crystal in front of you. Somehow this crystal seems familiar, yet you can't really pinpoint where or what relation it has to yourself. You hear a voice beckoning from the darkness. Do you accept the price? A deep, guttural voice echoes in the darkness. Your memories for the power of freedom. And you see the gem, the crystal in front of you glow and pulsate in the darkness. Without even realizing, even the thought pop in your head, you hear yourself saying out loud, "I do." And the crystal before you cracks ever so slightly. And the darkness around you surrounds you as the crystal grows dim. Around you see flashes of red, oranges and yellows, and the various yelling and screams, but you no longer feel yourself as frail or scared or fragile. You feel strong, powerful, like you're filled with like some kind of energy you haven't quite felt before. You peer down from the sky on a town that's lit on fire. The scene seems familiar, but just escapes the tips of your fingers. You feel a overwhelming sense of power brimming at your chest as it builds up and comes out your throat. And what you see is like you open your jaws and a pulse of blue energy courses across the streets. Again, the voice echoes in your head. The price, your memories, for the power of freedom. As everything grows dark, you fall into a deep sleep. But not a comfortable sleep. You feel sweaty, uncomfortable, as if something is bugging you. You can't put your fingers quite on it, as it seems like it's ever so slightly in your grasp, but you just can't quite get there. And you feel various different scaly parts of your body, like, hurt with pain. It's a very weird sensation you haven't had before. It's usually been fairly harmless. It just, you've been a bit self-conscious about the appearance of what people will think of you of it, hence why you cover it up. But one thing that does stick in your mind that is just resonating is the name Ghidoras. Ghidoras.
Ghidoras.
Ghidoras, I'll type it out.
Gyarados! Oh my god, I spotted it right first time.
Yeah, so did I. Archie. I imagine, I don't know how early this would have been, but if Yegov comes in or sees, I imagine Flint's tossing and turning quite heavily in his sleep.
Oh, very much so. He walks in, you can see you visibly, like, distraught in your sleep. How does Yegov react? Does he shake him awake or leave him be? Is it just another one of those things that Flint does?
Adam?
Adam's dead. It's not good.
Shell-shocked.
I killed him in my sleep. Oops. Oops. Sorry.
He just awakes to see no sign of Yegor, just a pair of smouldering boots and a hole in the ceiling.
Oops. Oh, and a lightning bolt-shaped hole going through.
Yeah. It's like a very strange. Usually the clouds is very thick and you can barely see the night sky, but there's one circular dip in the sky for a change, as if something's just recently parted them apart.
God. So in case you often said there's nothing, Flynn. There's just the name Ghidoras. It was never mentioned, but for some reason, the only thing Flynn can. One thing he can resonate with this is the name Ghidoras just keeps coming into his mind.
The thing is,
Yeah.
you could do a history check. The DC is 19.
Okay. Okay.
Because I don't think you're versed in religion. Are you not proficient in religion or anything like that?
No.
Yeah. So
Generative
these-
intelligence stuff is. He might have
Yeah.
read this stuff. He doesn't remember it.
Exactly. You could have you read a lot of books. You could have stumbled it upon a
Yeah.
particular book. That's why I've let you roll to try and see if you do know it. But
Look, it's not Strahd backwards. That's all we're good at.
Okay, yeah, we're lucky. What is Strahd? Just thinking.
Be back. A little bit of time.
so Yegov, you
No,
see
there's
extremely sweaty. He's tossing and turning. Flint seems to be having some severe nightmares in his sleep as he comes back from curing a coffin and setting the body inside and dropping off the note. You come back to the room and he's tossing and turning and he's yelling out in his sleep, Ghidoras, Ghidoras.
I guess I'll wake him.
Do I wake up?
The rush of light comes back to your eyes as you come back into the room. You feel as if it's like you were on the precipice of finding a bit more, but being awoken just like it just slid away from your reach as you could snap back to reality.
Flynn will like shoot up straight away.
So there goes gravity.
Oh, hold on. I just
Mum's spaghetti.
I hold his head. Like just.
I'll be in a dream.
Where am I? What?
Bring water in.
What is this? I'm gonna start like touching stuff to me. Am I? Okay. You're breathing quite heavily. Okay.
You alright?
I don't know.
Good answer.
Back to some. Is Flint feeling pain still around?
Oh yeah, very think
Okay, just-
Harry Potter scar kind of pain.
Yeah. So, but I saw you saw a finger hit by the battle axe in that area and around his eyes, just sort of. Despite being healed, it's still. I don't. I don't know. It just my body feels sore and it's having a. I don't know. Not sure
Shit
what it
dreams.
was. I didn't. I didn't understand any of it.
No, I'm low oracle, so I can't help you there, friend.
Ghidorahs. There's a. I don't know why I know.
I'm not familiar with kaiju, buddy.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that. I don't
Go
know.
back to sleep, I guess.
You could do a religion check for me, Adam, to see if the name's familiar.
Adam, did you say kaiju? Are you thinking this is
Yes.
like a Godzilla versus
It's a
Godzilla
Godzilla
and Kong?
It is
It's
a
Godzilla.
Godzilla reference. It is.
Yeah, it's Ghidorah.
Unfortunately,
18.
the DC is still 19, so you swear you read it in scriptures. The name's familiar, but books were
DC's
boring.
19. Fucking
Yeah.
hell. No, but
Did
no,
I-
Yegov was never a studious type.
No.
It did. The town Flint was above. Did Flint recognize it, or could he not put it together?
Yeah, I say not
You've
anymore.
seen the town in other memories, flashbacks.
Yes. Okay, but I don't know what it was. What it's
You
called.
don't know the
Okay.
name, no, or where it is. No.
I was floating. Just,
Not flying? Floating?
there was just darkness, and there was a crystal in front of me. But then there was a town, but the town was on fire. Supposed to
I
start.
suppose you got bitten by a vampire earlier, did you? You know, one just burnt out of town recently.
Be right back.
Was floating above it, you know?
No.
Yegov making all the wrong connections.
No, I don't. No, it wasn't. It wasn't here. It wasn't Valaki. It was. I don't know, but I don't think it was.
Was it familiar? Or was it...
I don't know. I've seen it before, but it's like it's the name and it's all just there, but I can't get it. It's I don't know.
Don't quite remember.
It's all not
Tell
there.
you what, when we get to the other side of Dorothea, I guess, we'll... The name Ghidorah, I'm pretty sure it's in a book somewhere in the keep.
Yeah.
Maybe we can investigate it one day, but...
With an 18, you do know it's the name of an old god, but you don't know where the originations or
It's like
the
it's
teachings
an
are.
older god, or it's
Yes,
an old
it's
god.
it's an old god. People don't really worship anymore. So you have the common domain where you have Lathander and all them, Halor, the usual gods that you got temples in towns. Like this is a god. It's like old history, so like the
old
type of thing.
god
Like, once upon a
demands
time,
sacrifices
yeah.
kind of thing.
You don't know. But the name definitely rings a bell
Like
because your order made you know how to do history lessons and stuff like that. Nothing too interesting for Yegov because he was more the arm,
farmhand marshal.
the farmer
type, he was.
martial type. Yeah, he was more hands-on. He wasn't a studious type, but it's like one of those things. Like I swear I've learned about it somewhere, but
No, but like when you mean old god, it's like forgotten kind of like coven style old god, or is it just god that's fallen
these are
into,
the
like,
gods
Zeus
that
or
predated the deities that exist today. So a cataclysmic event happened called the Rapture. where there was a big war and all kinds of chaos. The world was like nearly destroyed. And basically from those events, these new gods emerged, be it like various humans ascending to the divine domain, and how the multiverse formed. So it's really like well researched by various clerics and scholars, but it's nothing you really. It was something you had to learn. You didn't really pay attention. You had your merits in other aspects at the order.
But yeah, just like, is this, when you say old god, is we're talking like the ones that would demand a sacrifice kind of thing, or one where it's just like, it's just ancient history?
You don't know. You're leaning more towards ancient history, if anything. But the
Okay.
the gods existed in those days. Yeah, sacrifices are like very old ways of worship. Either be like effigies and all kinds of stuff. Those were commonplace, but it varied from god to god, to be honest. But you believe it predated the rapture.
So yeah, I'll just turn to Flynn and say it's not something I know, but I know people who do. However, gotta get out of here first, as always. Write it down somewhere, and we can check it out later.
I'll do that.
Whilst you're writing something down, Nathan, whenever you roll a first level or higher spell slot spell, you must now roll an additional d20. If you roll a 20, things happen.
I will.
Wild magic sorcerer, oh boy.
I will make 2 notes of that. So when I roll a first level or higher,
Yep.
I have to roll.
I'm back. Sorry, guys.
Right.
Alright. So does okay. I don't know. It's you know, I don't think it was a good idea to sleep in a bed with blood on it.
Weird shit happens in that bed, I told you.
I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
I'm
Who
gonna-
else met any criteria?
Oh god. Do you think the library will have anything on it, Yegov?
The one here?
Yeah.
Almost certainly not.
Has Yegov mentioned anything about old god stuff, or?
I don't know. Like, not often discussed theocracy and theology.
No, I'm asking. Did Yegov mention about him knowing some Ghidorah might be an old god or something?
Yeah, like he would have mentioned as like,
You're-
yeah, it sounds like an older god. I know someone who
No.
knows something about
Or who do you know?
scholars, clerics.
I think
Sorry, there's a fucking hurricane next to me.
That's right.
That's all right. Should I? That rings a bell. Old gods. Flint's going to get up, still sweating and like rubbing his right shoulder a bit, but it's going to, out of his pocket or inside of his clothes, pull out portable hole, unfold it, and with mage hands pull out one of his newest books, which he obtained from the library.
Okay.
Specifically the book about the old gods of Vallaki. Or Barovia. Of Barovia, sorry, not Vallaki.
Is it a Barovian old god? Or is it just an old god? Do the old
don't
gods
know.
persist here?
I don't know much about the gods, Hegov. I don't know much. care about them. Yeah, but I wasn't looking for this. I was looking for something about the festival yesterday to see if it would help or find anything, but I found this, and Finn will show you the book.
And the book is about the old gods of
Barovia. And that
Max.
I only look at it said something about a door in the mountains in the south. I don't.
Trying to think if there would be any information there. So the book really doesn't go into depth of what gods or anything like that. You just know this book references a place called the Amber Temple, where the old gods of Barovia was once worshipped.
So if I flick further, there'll be no mention of the name Gdoras at all.
You see a lot of the names have been scribbled out, as if someone has intentionally tried to erase it from history, kind of thing. You see your writings of various different. You don't see the names, but you see the god of nightmares, the god of pestilence, the god of greed, various different You don't see any good gods in this book, which is the one thing you notice, which is a bit odd. But one makes your scales throb. You see, not the god of per se, but you see something scribbled out, and it's something, the Night Serpent.
And still holding the book, sort of pushes it further away from him. Does it say anything about this, the Night Serpent, or is it just says the Night Serpent, doesn't say anything else? Or
it doesn't mention a lot of this is scribbled out, but it seems like I said, someone's tried to censor a lot of this stuff as if it's heretical kind of in a way. But the only various different bits you can read there is you can see what you can imagine. At a portion, you reckon it says nightmares, but you're not confident in it.
I don't know if this will. It's just this. There's something about a temple.
But it does mention the way of how to reach the Amber Temple.
Maybe.
Well, isn't that something we've got marked on our map?
Yes, but this clearly describes the path you need to take up the mountain.
Well, that is interesting.
The pilgrimage towards the Amber Temple up the Mount Gakis.
It's weird. I really don't want to go. But and it hurts to even read the book. I don't understand. But I feel like I need to. I don't know. I don't know. Can I put it back up? I'll put the book back in the portable hole, and I will fold all that up and then go. Isn't each room got an ensuite thing? If there's any water in there, I'll just try and wipe off some of the sweat off Flint's face, try and cool him down a bit. Just breathe heavily.
Seems like your mind is a little muddled, my friend.
That's one way of putting it.
Yes, putting it lightly. Write down what you think's important. Let's see if we can make sense of it in the morning with.
If it happens, can you wake me up again? Because I don't know if I wanna.
Well, if you wake me up, I'll wake you up.
Okay. And I suppose to the best of Flint's ability, we'll try and go back to sleep.
Rest well, my friend.
And it's not just Flint that meets certain requirements. Someone else has a dream tonight.
Boy.
Sophia. You find
Alright, I'll
Oh,
yourself
grab some food.
in the
Back in a
ever
sec.
familiar black void, standing on top of what appears to be a very large floating dye that is covered with lush grass and various different like wildflowers. And you see the grin floating in the distance as they approaches. You know Loken has decided to give you a visit tonight.
What's up, bud?
My oh my. Again we meet so quickly.
We had fun, didn't we? You helped me out in that towery thing.
Did I did. Let's just say you needed the dice skewed a little bit in your favor.
Mm-hmm.
It appears you had a brush with death, otherwise you wouldn't be showing yourself in front of me so soon.
This might be the second time, as of late, that brush of death.
Indeed, you like
Death
living
seems
life
to
on
like
the
me.
edge, it seems. You roll those dice far too often for a mortal.
No, I think just death likes to follow me for some reason.
I see. Well, let's just say Loken is a kind, favourable god. And it's only fair that the house should win a bit more, don't you agree?
For sure.
Show me that deck there that I gave you.
And Sophia presents one of two decks. They look very similar. She's hoping it's the right one. She's
What
very
is it?
tired at the moment.
What is this deck? This is not the deck I gave you.
I'm sorry.
It seems mighty humorous, though.
It's been fun. I started a band with one of my friends. First time Sophia said the word friends in a while. So
Well, it's good seeing you doing so well. Mind you, I smell the scent of luck on this deck. Now, hand me the other deck. I might be able to give you a favor here and work my magic on both of them for you.
So she takes out the other deck and holds them both, one in each hand, and just looks confused because she has no idea how to give a smiling face in the sky two decks.
That's okay. Just hand it out there. I'll do the rest. And you see the decks just float up, and you see this giant hands just like just go underneath them. You can see them still very tiny, like specks of light in the distance. Like they seem to have floated a fair few distance. I'm saying, remember, when you're working for Loken is the house, and the house always wins. And for far too long, Strahd has alluded to pay his debts. So I say, let's even the odds a little bit. Here, have you two decks back. And remember, Lady Luck is always smiling. And you see the
Thank you,
decks
Tobias.
float
Very
back,
cool.
back to your hand.
Do they float into the same hands? Do I know which one's which?
Oh, well, yeah, they're very differently marked. Like, one's in a regular deck box, the other one's like in an ornate, like engraved wooden box.
All right, fair enough. Okay.
So,
Yep.
mechanically wise, what that means is you've hit the next hit of Loken's favour by having a brush with death and surviving the odds on surviving. So, what that means is whenever you draw a card from either deck, because you did present the incorrect deck, so you get the extra bonus, you may redraw the card without expending a power once a day. So if you don't like the card, you get to find out what it does, you can redraw.
Can I redraw at a later period of time?
You can, yes.
So I can draw one,
Stick with
And
it, and if
then-
you don't think it's going to be useful, you can redraw again, because remember, if you were to redraw otherwise, you get a point of
I'm
exhaustion.
thinking very magic heavy at the moment. Does the ability need to go off before I redraw? Or after I redraw, sorry.
Nope. It's basically like popping your hand and it's like a floating mechanic that you can like, right, don't think this card is useful. Let's grab another one. But
Right.
you do have to stick with a new card.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's like I can keep the card all day if I need to, or I
Yep.
can swap it out if
Yep.
I've used it for half a day and not the
Is it
other. That's
rummaging or looting?
rummaging, technically. And you do get to find out briefly, not fully in depth, what the card would actually do as well.
awesome. That's great. That's really cool. Thanks.
That is pretty cool, actually. I fucking hate it.
I'm
I'm
glad.
gonna explode if I roll a 20. That's what's going to happen to me. God.
And I don't think anyone else has met criterias. So that is all the dreams that's going to happen tonight.
This is what I did to meet that criteria. Because I didn't die. Sort of.
And on that note, morning comes. What do you guys do? Town is peaceful and quiet. The you
I'm
do
waiting
see
for a
from
knock
the
on door.
still see in the distance the it's like the smoke of the old burgomaster's mansion is like dying down as the embers have extinguished overnight. So you do still like see the odd smoke trails going from the location.
Been having not the most comfortable night's sleep. Well, once again wake up. No matter say our symbols go into like the other room, the washroom area.
Yep,
And
the
we'll
ensuite.
close the door this time. And sort of just, look in the mirror, try and wipe his face down a bit again. And so in the mirror he'll notice that so obviously he got hit with a battle axe while he was healed, and he's sort of feeling better now. There's still a hole in his clothing showing through. So then we'll go to his backpack and get out his old clothes, which are less Barovian style and generally a bit darker. More blacks and greys rather than browns and whatnot. And we'll change into that instead.
What's everyone else's morning routine going to be?
Did Sophia get a full night's sleep even with the locum visit?
Oh yeah.
Cool. So she's gonna wake up. She's gonna realize that the clothes she's wearing are not suitable for the day. Goes into her bag and finds some very schmancy clothes that she can find. Not like the schmancy dress, but like a pretty good dress.
Yeah.
And
Social wear, upper class social wear.
upper class social wear. Let's go with that. Yes. And put that on along with the coat. Pack everything away, and sort of head down for breakfast. I smell the bakery's going.
Is that? Danica's not here to cook anything.
I just smell the scent of bread.
Theo knows how to bake bread.
Well, it's just like one of the scenes where
Look,
the
how
character's
dare
like
you
floating down the
suggest-
stairs.
Oh, I do need to ask you, Max.
Yeah.
Do I get I need to? I would like to work out if I can get a spell called bake bread or make bread. Custom spell at some point.
Oh, good,
Well,
very good bread.
You get enough favour with Loki.
I can see if I can whip up a spell that instead of create food and water, you could just be create bread.
Yeah.
Oh, I can.
Let's
I can see
have
what
a
I
think.
can
It doesn't have to be now. Doesn't be
Yeah,
now, but
create and destroy
something I'm looking
bread.
for.
There we go. Cool.
Yes, please.
As you upcast it, you get like a wider selection of breads to summon or create.
Look, Max, I don't mind if I have to go and study for it. If I have to do something for it as well, like put me through the ringer if I have to. Sophia will make bread.
Well, you just need to I can put it in a traveler's
bread must flow.
merchant's kind of. If you get lucky with an encounter, I do have the discerning merchant that can appear, and he does have really good stuff. Really good stuff,
Lovely.
actually.
I'll leave it for you, Max. But
Last traveling merchant we came across was Strahd.
Yeah, true.
So
I'm just getting
be
the,
careful.
the tarot deck ready. Just
and
in
he
case you
gave
do
us
want
very
it.
good stuff. Thank you very much.
Must have
you.
gave us some curse stuff, yeah.
Hey, he gave us a sword.
By the way, you can attune to that.
The sword.
Yeah.
I don't have the sword. I don't use
Chad.
swords. I don't have the sword. I don't use swords.
Who
That's
has the
dead.
sword?
Debbie has a sword.
No,
See.
my
Just she has like 5 already.
one. The cursed longsword. The charisma-based one.
Chad.
It's not cursed anymore, is it?
Yeah.
Well, you haven't heard from Chad for a while because yeah,
No, it's
he
'cause
got
I've
to unattune
removed
because it
cursed
removed
myself.
cursed it.
Remove curse from me.
And you find out Cthulhu's Night Serpent probably is actually just Chad in disguise.
Are we still doing morning routines?
Yep.
Oric will wake up groggy and with like sleep in his eyes. He'll be disheveled and sweaty from the unpleasant sleep. Slept with his mouth open, so he's gonna try mouth. So he'll reach over for his water skin and accidentally pick up a magic potion and drink it.
Oh.
Here we go.
Oh, then one of the
I'm
magic
doing it.
potions? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you need, Max? You
Yeah.
need every time something RNG based happens, you need to have like freaking like an animation of numbers just scrolling down your screen.
I just need that gif for that lady doing calculations as me trying to like frantically search for a table.
No, just like not Matrix style, but like you know those like thicker counters. You need just like one of those that just picks and rolls.
Yeah. Also, whilst I remember, thank you for the follow house. Thank you. Roll a d100, Ben.
Just for the thing, he doesn't realize he's doing it with this sort.
Uh-huh.
I do.
Who's in
hair
the same,
goes
who's in the
orange.
same rune as you at the moment, by the way?
It's just.
I think it's just
just it.
me. And
Well,
my armor.
Sterling. Did Sterling go in with
I don't
Auric
know where
instead?
Sterling would have powered down actually. Sam,
Yes.
where would Sterling have powered down for the night?
Probably still in the corner of our room like usual.
Oh, then
Yeah.
how much?
Actually, there is one person in Oric's room. Another person. It's his armor, bro.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm here
Pathfinder.
with.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here with
Sterling,
Pathfinder.
You swig the potion and immediately you get that horrible bitter taste. And it fully wakes you up and you're just hacking cough at the taste.
That's not water.
You feel a burning sensation in your throat. Much stronger than when you
God.
drunk it last time.
Mm-hmm. I'll look down and realize I accidentally. That's why I went through it. Look down, actually accidentally drank the magic potion, and quickly go for the water skin and actually drink that.
Yep.
While it's still within reach, because fuck knows what's about to happen.
Yep. You feel the cool water
And he grabs
go
another
down,
potion.
but as soon as you start drinking that, that burning, like really bad heartburn is still going on.
Mm-hmm. Can I? Is this anything I would have experienced before?
No.
Oh dear. I'll just down the water if I can then.
Yep, still thirsty.
Am I feeling any kind of way?
You
Except the,
feel feverish.
Okay, I will sweatily and not really with it go walk downstairs and look for some water then. Probably like crashing into the railing and stuff.
Yep. You do see Sophia's down there looking for some breakfast as well. But does anyone else want to do any morning routine stuff?
I'll do the usual. I get up, have a quick bathe and realize today's probably going to be just a regular day, normal day in Vallaki. So I'm going to put on my full plate armor.
Yep.
The usual Yegov attire.
whetstone on the weapons, that kind of thing, just general maintenance stuff. Daily prayer.
Even though he's not particularly religious. Because after all, he's not beholden to a god, are you, Godfelmint?
the rest of us will be soon.
Well, someone did answer the call. Someone did respond back.
He's not. His power doesn't come from the god; it comes from the oath.
Yep.
But like he doesn't so much worship as work with.
Yeah, true.
Or like recognizes and. So he recognizes him as like his like leader and superior, I guess, kind of.
Yeah.
Like.
Well, I think Varrock did call you his champion as well, if I remember right.
I mean, yeah, Varrock too, as well. Like, he answers to Varrock and got his fucking name again. I do that a lot.
Is Flint still like
Tempest.
sore at this point? Or...
Oh yeah, it's the scales are tender to the touch.
Anyway, yeah.
That's not
else
their
can
point
carry
at all. Oh god.
It's actually go, yeah.
Okay. Then like so not like I suppose it's like when you've got something that hurts, like you just can't stop yourself from like touching it.
Danica's not there, remember?
Yeah, I know.
And once and obviously not completely there either at the moment, also at some point head downstairs.
Okay. So you'll be coming downstairs at a similar time to as you see Oryx like stumbling down. Does Sterling want to do anything before he goes downstairs?
Earth to Sam.
Yeah, sorry. I was just
Power
reading
on.
Powering on.
Yeah. Hello. Sorry, what's going on?
What was your morning
Going
routine before you
downstairs.
go down?
My
You were in the
morning
same
rout-
room as Oryx, and Oryx just like just started coughing and like downing a lot of water, just
I
basically
think he
stomping
was.
downstairs. Was
he
he
said
not?
he was in the corner of the room.
I was with my armor,
myself.
bro.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just like, oh, really hot.
Morning routine would be same as usual, like just power on and maybe do a little bit of praying to God, see if I can connect with him, figure out what to do from here in terms of the city. Like, I know we've got the big picture, but do we leave it do we need to stay and help and stuff? Or is it okay for us to get going and continue with our quests? Yeah, just figure out what the next. See if I can get some advice on the next steps.
Oh, from Gond, you say? Roll
Yes.
a religion check for me, please.
This has been going so well for us.
Yeah.
Nice.
Welcome back, Sam. Glad you're with us.
Yep. Nothing at all happens. You don't hear anything back from Gond.
Okay. I'm guessing I just hear the dong dong.
You don't even hear that.
Oh shit.
EV static at this point. It's like if someone uses his like detect thoughts on callback, it's just nothing.
Just a
Doesn't
hissing
spell
noise.
me.
Yeah.
Not even just nothing.
PTSD about that fucking spell.
You head
Interesting
downstairs, and as you all are gathered downstairs, before Ulrich yells out for Danica for something to drink, where is everyone placed downstairs? Is anyone in the kitchen or behind the bar at the moment?
Actually, a fireball.
Well, I was on my way down. I don't know if I was there yet.
You were the first one down.
Probably, yes.
And I would be out Auric, but I wouldn't go into the kitchen. I would just find somewhere to sit down. the closest chair to me, I would.
I'll sit at that
offer
round
instead.
table we all seem to sit at always.
Okay.
Is the fire going?
No,
No.
it's not.
Then yeah, I'd probably sit at the round table. I would have tried to get some bread of some sort.
Yeah, found nothing fresh, so you're probably just sat at the
Yeah, I'm
table
like
sulking
going through my
in a
day's
way.
rations.
Okay, so Ben, as soon as you start to yell out for Danica, you instead of words, out comes a 30-foot fire cone, and the entire
extract
bar
from
area
it.
is on fire, and the potato-based vodka and the spirits has caught fire and is quickly spreading. The blue water inn is on fire.
I will use as soon as I see
Sorry,
this
what?
happen, I will use create. As soon as I see this happen, I'm going to use create or destroy water to create like 10 gallons.
Oh,
worth
it's
of
spirit
rain
based.
or
You're gonna need more than just water.
Oh, what?
There might not be wine, but there's potato-based vodka and various other spirits have ignited. And
Okay,
water that
so-
can't douse alcohol-based fires very easily.
You think
I will-
sound good?
Because I bought this very early on in the campaign. I'm going to get my big bag of flour that I bought and start pouring flour over
Oh no! Oh no! He's gonna make a bomb. Oh,
Oh no.
You're going to do what?
Are you pouring
Yes.
flour, or are you just chucking the bag of flour on
I'm
it?
like chucking handfuls at it.
Okay, I need you to make a
me.
deck save.
Okay.
I know. I watched Goblin Slayer. He did that and exploded again.
Luckily,
this was in one of
Sterling's-
my
Sterling's and Temple
lectures
Waters are
in-
not making it spread, but it's still very much a fire.
Okay.
Oh dear God. Okay.
like not even kidding. This was in my fires and explosives lecture.
Or
Like-
it doesn't.
Oh,
know.
that should be a 2d8.
No,
Hold
but
on,
this
let
is
me undo
basically the
that.
greatest way to commit suicide ever.
2d8.
2d9 and you
You-
managed to take.
hold on. You take 15 points
Oh,
of fire
come on. It
damage
went
as it
from 3
explodes.
to 15. And you rolled a higher dice. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fire.
So you
15
see the
points of
flower
fire
just
damage.
ignite, and it's just like the flames that lick your arms and your face. You may be missing eyebrows,
That's fine. I can get them back.
but yeah, you take 15 points of fire damage as the flower seems to flare up the flames, if anything.
So does the water seemingly not work, or does it work just not as much? as we
It
would
does. It's just the bar area is covered in alcohol and spirits, so the water can't like on its own put it out. But you stop it from spreading to the kitchen and to the main area that you guys are sat. But it's very much like imagine a pan fire. Everyone's panicking because the pan's on fire. Everything else is fine, but no one knows what to do to deal with the actual fire itself.
But is the fire?
I'll
Is,
throw my cloak
it does.
over
It doesn't seem out of control at the moment, but or
But the bar area is very much on fire, though. Like you could just let it burn out if you want.
I'm gonna
I
throw my cloak over it and just say, just keep dousing it.
And try and smother it. Yeah, go for it. So, anyone else doing anything?
like that.
You could have
Um,
put the fire out on me.
So
Yeah,
it's not much.
Like,
but
it is actively
is-
on fire, by the way.
Prestidigitation. I can snuff out a small campfire. So I'm going to cast it to snuff out small campfire worms.
Is
Starting with Auric and then the rest of it.
the fire's upstairs, right?
But downstairs in the bar
downstairs.
area.
Oh, it's down in the bar area. Okay, Sophia's just going to completely ignore it and just continue eating bread.
No, she's going to
Too
make
early
toast.
for
I
this
guess.
She's like enjoying every bite, and she's like it's like a fine wine taster. He just like rolls
Yeah,
around
she
the
kind
mouth and
of-
tests it.
She kind of wishes that it was like hot bread rather than sort of this cold, stale bread that she's eating from yesterday.
It's gonna be hot bread in a second.
Yeah.
Like I always see like Sophia with a little notebook that she writes in like reviews of different breads she has.
Ooh, okay. I like
I don't know
it.
why. She's like a food critic, but only for bread and nothing else.
Let me have it. I'll have a
And
think.
Absolute chaos.
Does any of our efforts help quell the fire?
Yes. However, it does ruin Jaeger's cloak,
Fine, I haven't worn it in a while. Because my cloak is now
and the
smoke-free.
bar area is severely damaged.
It's replaceable. We have
Have I,
carpenter's
have I
tools.
put this fire out on myself yet?
I was casting Press Department to begin
Yeah.
with on you. So.
The sleeve in your jacket is just ruined.
Well, Flynn and most of the people, everyone saw Yegov spit out, not Yegov, Auric spit out fire, yeah?
Yeah, it came out
His
Auric's mouth, yeah.
Gout of
Yeah.
flame and like.
I feel like a fucking dragon's breath.
It's as if burning hands was cast from his throat.
Burning tongue. I'm just gonna turn to him and go, Auric, what the fuck?
He starts
Yeah.
replying and then just
He's like facing it. You got to see him without eyebrows as well. And any facial hair he had is like mostly gone, like just patchy.
you see a look of pure confusion on his face.
Look at almost confusion and panic on Flynn's face.
Fucking hell. What was that? Why? What? Huh?
Would Auric even be able to speak after that for a bit?
You can talk, but it's very raspy and tender.
Oh! He goes to take a seat at the table.
What? Why?
Yakov and shrugs.
Why did you decide to try and burn down the Blue Water Inn?
Never. That wasn't me.
That wasn't you. The fire came out your gob, buddy.
I don't know why.
You didn't happen to have any, like weird dreams last night? Just wondering.
Nothing of note.
Okay. Just had a dream that he almost did something relatively similar. I'm wondering if he's going to end up doing it in a moment.
Sit down heavily in a chair. Rock it back on the two legs for a second and then lean forward. Just like, Right. Is Irina at the table?
She is, yeah. She's like trying to comb her hair. She's found like a brush of some kind. She's trying to. She appears more comfortable back in her leather armor that she's normally wearing. Not that silly, like old-fashioned tattered wedding dress she was in yesterday. And she seems like pale. She's looking at like what happened in front of her. She's like, "What the fuck did I get myself back into?" Kind of look.
So like I'm gonna turn.
So basically,
to
they're
Irina.
out the frying pan into the quite literally into the flames.
Yeah, I'm gonna take like Irina. I'm gonna like remove my helm, which I just had on out of habit at this point. Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna run a hand through the hair that just isn't there. Like,
Just literally just polishing the baldness, right?
yeah, I was like, Irina, there's no easy way to say this. We found your brother at the Burgomaster's house.
Found my brother? Where is he? Is he here?
He had succumbed to his injuries sustained at their hands.
What do you mean succumbed? He can't be dead.
I'm afraid that is the case at hand.
She looks at you a bit shell-shocked, trying to process the news, and you just see like streams of tears just pour down her face. She's not visibly like wailing, crying, but the tears are just flowing straight down. She just looks at you in shock as she's still trying to process the news.
I've placed him in a coffin at the kirkyard. If you wish to pay your respects, I've sent for the young boy acting as a priest.
She nods as if and she's like slowly like gathering her things together.
Oric turns to her and tries to comfort her, but as he speaks, just like bits of soup come out of his mouth.
Yeah, it's just
smoked
black
up water.
smoke. You cough it out, but it seems like you can talk again now.
Sorry, I had to cough off the mic there. Would you like us to come with you?
She nods. She's just being very, very quiet.
Okay. I'm gonna go change. Laura goes back upstairs to change quickly. Oh no, I was wearing my good clothes.
Oh. Spell mending.
I don't have mending.
We've all changed clothes.
The problem you have is like mending patches things with clothes, but you kind of burnt off a sleeve. That's the problem.
Wait, which arm?
Left arm.
Okay.
Is that the one with the tattoos? Hold on, it's the one with
No,
the
right
tattoos I
arm
want
is
to
tattoo.
reveal.
The right arm is the tattoo.
Right arm. Then.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I guess you guys. I don't think I've been hiding it, but it hasn't
Not
been
really.
made particularly obvious. But the vine tattoo spanning from his shoulder to his fingers is now pretty revealed.
Ooh, tattoo. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I go leave and get changed for a sec.
Does anyone else want to do anything, or is going to head straight to the cemetery?
Sophia's going to offer bread to everyone. And leave it sort of there for anyone to take who wants to take it. She's going to grab her backpack and her cloak, and she wants to look behind the bar and see if there is a bottle of alcoholic beverage she could try and sleight of hand.
Sadly, in the bar fire, any spirits or anything behind there is perished.
No wine, no nothing.
There was no wine anyway, but it was just spirits and ale. And it's all like kind of ruined. Like the casks have like kind of erupted. The ale's all over the floor, and any spirits that were there is long burnt away.
Again, as Sophia looks up and looks at the bar and just looks at just the mess that's been left, she just like looks over and stares at Sterling, and then just sort of
That's
brushes her
Sterling.
coat to the side
Sterling?
and walk out.
Why
Absolutely.
Sterling?
Absolutely. If there's ever a problem going on and they're not eating bread, it's always Sterling's fault.
I'm Flint's eating bread. He doesn't really know what to do at this moment in time. So,
But he knows he's hungry, so he's going to be like, oh, I guess I eat.
yeah, you won't be eating quickly, I'll just be nibbling on it.
I have no idea what's going on.
Sophia assumed Sterling. She was eating bread. She had no idea what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfolding behind
usual.
her.
What's new?
Everyone always seems to have a problem with one of Sam's characters.
Yeah. It makes things interesting though. I will suggest over breakfast that I do want to that I still haven't removed the curse from the lady's daughters.
Oh, that's
So
very poor Bismarck, and then
yes, I just wanted to add that to the list of
we could do that afterwards, dare I say.
things. Yeah, things to do.
You're right, but
Oh, let us go.
You go to the back of the chapel, or well, the Church of the Morning Lord, or rather the former chapel, since it's still it's a husk
Fucking
of its
wrecked
former self.
everywhere
Yeah.
we go.
Town's not in
We
the
don't
best
have
condition.
3 buildings we've been in, man. Let's just fucking leave this place.
And the boy has received a message. He's there in gowns that is clearly too big for himself. And Milovic is there with some crutches, and he has dug out a grave, albeit not a very deep grave. For obvious reasons, it's a bit more difficult for him now to do. He glances at Flint, giving him a scowl, but is otherwise respectful of the proceedings. The boy utters a very basic rites of the Morning Lord, mention that Ixmuck will travel into the dawn to the Holy Land, where he will find eternal peace. He stutters and fumbles over his words as he's reading over his notes, still very new to all this. I think it's his first funeral he's had to do.
He's got plenty more coming, don't worry.
And proceedings go smoothly, and he asks if anyone wants to say anything at the end of the proceedings before the Milovic scoops the dirt on top of the cask.
Milovic is there.
Yes. He's giving you a massive scowl. Giving you the proper stink eye.
Sophia would like to throw a bit of bread into the grave.
Yeah.
Like, to anyone else, that probably looks a bit disrespectful, but the party knows that
Yeah.
was
Arena gives
greatest
her
honours Sophia could.
Arena gives her a very thoughtful nod towards Sophia of approval.
I whisper
Martin
to
knows.
I'll whisper to Yegov. For once, the bread did some good. It looks like.
If
Sophia's just going to turn and stare at
I
Flint.
said I was whispering.
Hold on,
Sorry,
hold on.
it's-
Perception check with advantage since
okay.
bread was uttered.
Yeah.
not like
Yeah,
Strahd.
come on, like
Strahd knows if someone says the name Strahd. Sophia knows.
23.
Oh.
What do I need? What do I need? Do I need? Is it like contested? Like
You can do a contested deception to see if you can
Stealth check.
stealth or deception is up to you. I think you
Can
would
you
prefer
even
deception.
beat that though?
You can nat
Natural
20.
20,
You can
Mike.
nat 20.
literally nat 20. I'm just gonna roll the d20 because none of my modifiers are good enough to beat that. It's literally if I roll a nat 20 or not.
You said the word bread, like.
I want
it's
to
a
be
high
natural,
roll,
I'll
Which
just shout.
version of Sterling have we got?
Oh.
That's a second too. Turns out it just wasn't a whisper at all.
Oh.
If you got to turn down your volume
Yeah, that was
modulator
it.
and you just said it like full on loudness.
just stare at Sterling.
Flint realizes that.
well,
As Sterling stares back to Sophia,
yeah.
she
You're
can
all
actually
without an argument.
you can actually see tears in Sophia's eyes. The first time you've seen Sophia cry.
I don't see anything. But if no one's actively saying anything, Flint will sort of like step forward a little bit. I haven't done anything like this. But
Sacrifice him to Ghidorah's arm.
praise Ghidorah, take this. No, I didn't. I really didn't know. Is Mark well or Irina? But what I could tell through it all, that this Mark was a strong man, and I'm sure whatever happens to him next, he'll find his way. As do I hope us all.
I'll follow up with a here. Outer smoke appearing out of Auric there.
Nope, he's just got a bit of a sore throat. No smoke this time.
It's just like a shit dragon, really. So we've got the scales, we've got the breath weapon, we just need the wings now. Tiefling, anyone?
If only this went on further, I could get them. I could learn fly. Anyway. If things, I guess, sort of like after that, is Milovic like off to the side at all, or
Yeah, he's just balancing with a shovel. He's using a shovel as a makeshift like like what's the word I'm looking for?
crutch?
Crutches. Yeah, like a crutch. Yeah.
Is he
Just
away
leaning
from
on
the
it.
group at all? Or?
Yeah, he's given a respectful distance from the proceedings.
Well, after saying that, I would like to head on over to Milovic.
It should be good.
And you said he was like giving me like a scowl, right?
Yeah.
Well,
What do you want?
you know, I don't honestly know. We're talking about the wider world, but it's been a couple of days, I think. I'm just wondering how things are over there.
Better that you're now out of the picture. That would have been better if none of you used turn up. Everything went to shit as soon as you arrived.
That's
It might be the sooner you leave, the better. And he spits at your feet.
right. You're not wrong. I just think, just know that none of this was. I didn't want anything like this to happen. None of us did.
Sure didn't bloody do a good job of stopping it though, did you?
Well,
Hurry up, we all
sort of
don't have
out.
all day. Some of us have an orphanage to look after now, thanks to you.
Yeah. Looks pretty distraught and saddened by the fact, but
Just what I thought. Now, I'll be on my way. I got business to do. I got to... God knows how many kids to feed. And he hobbles past, gives a... says, I'm sorry for your loss kind of thing to Rowena, and leaves the ceremony.
I hope he remembers like the 20 gold I gave him.
Well, you can give it to him,
That'd
he was
help.
just left there, so he doesn't know who did
I
that.
left it on. Well, I'm assuming it's an office, and it says he'd probably go and check. I think
Probably,
I
yeah.
wrote something there. I think I wrote a note. But yeah.
Don't know if he left a note, if he took your money though. That's the thing.
Now he can fucking read.
True, that's a very good point actually.
Well, if they left him money, that's fine. Who knows where it is now, but if I left it. It just sort of look distraught. It's not been a nice, like, 24 hours.
And we pan over to Yegov as you have the new priest of the Morning Lord trying to pack away his things and get ready to head back home to his mum and dad.
Alright, I'm gonna kneel down next to him. What's your name, boy?
Shit.
Oh, hold on. I can find it.
That's a
Okay.
weird name.
I'm sure I can find it. Hold on. Where is it? What was the priest's name? Oh, Cedric. No, he's dead. Never mind. I don't know. Oh, wait.
Father Lucian's protege.
Yeska.
Yeah.
Jessica.
Yeska, yeah.
Yeah, it is. There we go. Why didn't that mention?
Well, Jessica.
This is why you spell
Do
things
you
wrong.
know? What much do you know about the bones in the crypt?
No, since you guys put them back in there, that the protection magic's back in place. But it's
So,
because the town's been desecrated. The magic has waned. It's much weaker.
so the protection is back in place just by placing them in there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't suppose you know what happened to the gun barking now. I don't know if you guys can hear that. Shit me. Does anyone else want to take the spotlight for a moment?
Is there anything I want to do right now, to be honest?
Drink another potion.
Okay.
Sure,
Oh.
if you want me to.
No,
Brian.
if Adam's here, then
I'll do it.
Are there townsfolk around?
You do see some very different families visiting very freshly dug graves, as it seems
Can I
like
walk
people are
over
still
to-
grieving over the events of the feast of Sandro.
I'm going to walk over to one of these families. I'm going to say, I'm sorry for your loss.
Like an elderly man is like clutching his wife, and it seems like they're crying over two marked graves of each aged like 7 and 10. And,
Were they your children?
Aye. Me boy and me girl, they were lost in the attack.
Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. There's nothing I can say to help, but I'm looking for a tailor. Do you know where I can find a tailor in town?
I've got bad news, Missy. They point over to a grave about 6 down. It's the tailor. The tailor's dead.
Sophia's heart like sinks.
You
to
just
the
fall to your
ground.
knees and go, no.
Oh no, I love the image of going to grieving parents. So sorry for your loss. Oh yeah, by the way.
yeah, that's exactly what it was. So she sort of understands and says, "Is there anything I can do?"
If you could bring me kids back, but they're gone. So there's nothing you can do.
Sophia's gonna turn around to nothing and draw a card.
Oh,
Hold on.
Jesus Christ. Fuck. Okay.
You can resurrect 2 creatures of your choice.
One of them.
There's a wish in there somewhere.
There's a wish in there. Oh, you got the deck there. Holy shit. Okay.
Oh wait, how does this work?
Shuffle.
I don't think we're meant to touch it.
It's nice and go.
One card. Oh, I
You need
just
to assign
just
the card
dragged,
to
don't I?
me.
Hold on.
Yeah, you drag the card
This is
off, so it's an upside down lovers.
Oh. Have a look.
Is that a PPIC?
Oh,
Yes.
it is not
That is
TOS.
a PPUC.
TOS. Tom
Oh,
no.
my goodness.
Shut down the stream.
Everyone, close
It's
your
fine.
eyes.
It's
Close
fine.
your eyes. So
Close
safe.
your third
It's
eye.
fine.
Oh, thank God for
We'll
that.
go this way.
Oh no. Oh, okay.
No, okay. There we go.
Oh no, you can show the woman. That's fine on Twitch. Though, you know. Switch my
Yeah,
mind.
it is.
Just don't show any of the guys.
Okay. So with the lover card, Joe, because you've reached tier 2 with Loken.
Upside down lovers.
Yeah, inverted lovers. So
Yep.
as soon as the card is drawn, you hear the voice of Lorcan through your your head saying, "This will lead you to true love." And you know that this card usually means that during the next week you would meet your soulmate.
Where's my tailor?
However, because it's inverted,
Yeah.
tragedy has fallen upon your soulmate.
Oh no!
It's Mark!
The tailor.
You notice at this
Oh, wait.
point the tailor was your soulmate.
Oh,
Oh no!
oh, so beautiful. Surely
Oh, was
we'll
it actually that
Jenny,
tailor?
that's actually like what the card does. Like the odds of you pulling the lovers there is like insane. It was that
It's not
particular
gonna be.
tailor.
It's not gonna be that specific tailor.
It is.
Okay, fine. So I'm not meeting anyone new. That's sad. Okay,
No.
cool.
So you know, because you pull this card, unless you bend your luck, that you will never find your soulmate.
Oh, okay. All right. I
But
might have to
problem we
change it
is,
before the day ends.
if you redraw, it could be worse.
I know, but I've got to find my true love at some point.
Yep. But you do know now, if you get an correct way lovers, you will find your soulmate within the week.
Okay.
Halo
There we
come
go.
back to life.
Okay. That was fun. I tried. I'll turn back to them and say, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, and just walk away.
Okay.
Sophia is going to be in a miserable state all day now.
This is not a good day for Sophia.
She's like, oh, she wants to find a tailor. She finds out that there's no tailor in the town, and they were their soulmate. Yeah, she's fucking distraught at the moment.
Can I go up to Sophia and offer her some bread?
Oh.
You could try.
Oh, how does Sophia react if he does so?
Yeah, so I will go up and I won't say anything, but I'll just extend my hand with some bread in it and
Sophia's just gonna
gesture for her to take it.
Sophia's just gonna shake her head and just walk away.
You can tell she's very
Sterling was
distraught
just-
by this.
Sterling will just like stand there awkwardly, like looking like, okay, what do I do?
That's
now
never
then,
happened before.
No, not even that, but like he just doesn't know what to do in this situation. Does he go after her? Does she walk away? Should he be offended? He's just like, well, I wasn't expecting that kind of thing. Yeah.
Right, well, I might be able to eventually discuss the town's defenses against vampires.
I need.
Never mind, give me a minute.
When do I visit you?
Also, as a side note, do we know if Debbie's coming tonight at all?
Oh, it's been 2 hours and she said
Yeah.
she's going to be an hour late. I don't,
I don't know. Cool, that's alright.
fortunately. Does that card imply, though, that Sophia will meet someone new? Or
No,
not?
she was going to, but
Well, I mean, if she pulls it the right way,
yes,
Yes.
that
Then
means that she'll
someone
meet
will.
someone new.
Yes, but the odds on that being pulled out is very
Yeah,
small.
yeah.
The deck is
I don't know
very
how big
large.
the card.
Are you removing cards from the deck, or are you putting them back in?
Oh, back in.
So I could draw things again.
Well, you could draw
yes.
2 soulmates. You could have Sophia's going to get a harem by the end. of
Should
it.
be polyamorous, Sophia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mainly because there's no way for him to actually remove the card for it without ruining the deck.
Oh.
So,
I mean, it can
If
just
you-
be a
if
You
flip
can just
card.
give me the card and hide it from everyone else.
yeah.
Just do it. You could have done it that way, but I just don't know how many cards. I don't know what cards I've drawn previously, so I wouldn't
I think
start
the
now.
other one's the chariot or something, isn't it?
No, I've drawn like 4 cards, Max.
Oh, yeah, never mind then.
So if you want to go back and work it, I can go back and work it out if you want. But I just, yeah.
It's alright, it's alright. The odds of you redrawing the same cards in the correct position is like tiny. And if so, luck be it, I'll wing it.
How big is the deck?
166 cards.
Right, that's bigger than a regular deck, so the
Yeah.
odds are literally more than Astral.
Mm-hmm.
And then each one has got their own inverted and right way
Yeah,
up.
exactly. So it's
Yeah.
that doubled. So,
The
yeah.
problem is, Atom. The problem is,
Yeah.
Atom. You've met me before. You know it's gonna happen. You know I break
That's-
games.
True.
Speaking of breaking games,
Fucking
I
Prosh
don't know
deck.
what Ben
Um,
just did, but
Oh, I'm testing a reliable talent macro just so I can make it a bit easier to. Oh, sorry. Silver tongue or whatever it's called.
Anyway, so
welcome to Ben me messing you up.
can I try continuing talking to Jess again?
Yeah, you can.
Where the fuck did we get up to?
You know that the protection is back in place, but it has definitely been weakened. But he believes it should hold off any undead being able to enter the town walls.
I'm gonna ask him. Say, do you know what happened to the coffin maker?
Coffin maker.
Mm-hmm.
He nods.
What happened to him?
His Lady Watchers dealt with him. One of her first acts of the day. She's various criminal and scum of the town. Are you familiar with the hanging tree outside of town, to the west?
Not intimately, no.
You'll see his body there, hanged.
Good. Because he's the one who brought the vampires into town.
Was he?
He was indeed.
He's like very Home Alone, where he puts both hands against his cheeks and very exasperated gasp.
that's going to spread
I'm
that
just gonna
love.
put my gauntleted hand on his shoulders and say, "Thank you for your hard work. You'll do Father Lucian proud."
He's like, he can see him blush as you say that. He has a little pep in his step as he packs up and heads home.
We go see for ourselves whether this traitorous scum is hanging by his neck. I say as I turn around and I realise the entire party's just fucking dispersed and gone to talk to everyone else.
I just, it's looking sad. Sophia's looking sad. Sterling's confused.
You're like, what the fuck did I miss? Meanwhile,
Oryx writing some weird
Oryx
macro in his
testing various spells into the air.
Yeah. He's just like looking at the ground and. Yeah. Yeah.
And will sort of, I guess, brush himself off and try and reconvene if, Yegoth and Oryx are close to each other.
I'm gonna snap my fingers. Although I'm wearing a gauntlet, I can't do it. But if Thanos can, so can I. Should we go cast some dispel magic?
I don't think I'm needed for that, am I? So,
Is everything all right?
well, mentioned obviously I might go to the library just to see. I don't know.
Let me know if you find anything there. You've piqued my interest because I don't know why that's come up all of a sudden or why you even know that name.
I don't know.
Well, again, Varric the Conqueror raised me from the dead, so fuck it at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I want to, but yeah.
Different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go there now, I guess.
To quote other bald-headed adventurers, let us go.
I never said that.
Unfortunately, Sam, there are at least 4 other bold adventurers out there. So,
Fairs. I bet I'm the baldest though.
maybe.
What's the plan? What are you guys up to?
He's going to the library. We are going to Lady Watchers.
Sophia's just gonna walk down the street. She's expecting rain and some
she's got her own
string
personal
music,
rain
sort
cloud.
of string music to start playing. She's just like, Sophia is not in a good place right now.
If Flint left a little bit early for other people, and well after Sophia, would Flint be able to see Sophia?
Yeah, you can see her. She's just very somberly walking
Um,
down towards the main street.
I don't think Princess had the best relationship with Sophia, but we'll go up to Sophia.
Hmm.
So you two seem down moments.
She nods her head.
So don't worry, I had a really weird dream, so I'm not feeling great either. When I say dream, yeah, it's in Barovia, so it's great, obviously. I think they're gonna go to the Lady Watchers to fix daughter, but I'm going to the library for a bit. And I'm just going to be looking in there for stuff, so go wherever you want, but I thought I'd let you know in case you want to join either group.
Sort of claps her hands together and sort of a thank you thing. And then sort of waits for Flint to start walking.
Pretty sure the library's really close to the church, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. And there it is. It's right here anyway. It's right.
Cool. So Sophia will somberly walk with Flint to the library.
Alright. Is anyone there, Max? I wasn't last time.
No, no one's there. Door's open though.
Sorry about
Seems
that.
to be eerie.
Yeah, I've been to one library before this one, and there was people in that all the time. Just no one in this one.
Is there not like a little dish there?
No.
Sorry, didn't realise I was unmuted.
Okay.
Very small, angry creature making tea. Me.
Is there anything you want to look for, or do you want to help me?
How big's the library?
Not very big, and it's not very well stocked. There's a lot of instructional books that tell you how to like keep animals and various different. It's like various different like carpentry books. It's nothing of note really, unless you want to really do some digging.
Leah's just sort of gonna start walking down the aisles, just like slowly, just like looking down at her feet, but kind of looking at books from sort of left and right, sort of on the bottom shelves.
If you see anything says the name Godoras, just let me know.
She'll nod, and then just sort of slowly walk down the aisles with, again, looking at probably the bottom shelf, and she's looking down, but nothing higher than that.
Okay. You can do an investigation check if both of you are having a look.
Well, I'm going to do something a little bit different.
I'm assuming mine's at disadvantage, yeah?
Yeah, if you're not only half-assing it, yeah.
I'll let
Yeah.
Charles do it.
Cool. 10.
Dippy's a bit more than an hour late.
Yep.
Cheers.
What topic should I make it on?
Use the book. Have you got the book rolling
I gave you a table of books. I
table?
swear.
Yeah, the table of books awesome.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to find. I haven't got the link on hand.
Let me find it for you quickly. It's really cool. I used it in one of my one shots. I think you were in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was used in Sulking
Really
Thunder
cool.
as well.
It's very, very cool. Let me find it.
You find a book. It's a fairly medium-length book written in common, and it's titled "Swimming the Sword Coast," and it's written by someone called Jörg Trabane.
Ooh. Okay.
Look on.
Sophia will sort of pick up the book and just have a flick through. Is there anything in particular that she sees?
You see, like, literally, is like a somewhat of a documentary of a very famous swimmer. He was a halfling called Timmy Webbed Feet. And he made his life's objective to swim up the entirety of the Sword Coast all the way up to the Icewind Dales. And it's a documentary of his childhood and his upbringing, how he trained to do such a thing. And unfortunately, do you flick all the way to the end?
I again, yeah, I'm a researcher, Sage.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty used to
you speed read this
being in a library.
This is not
unusual for
exactly.
me.
It's not a large book either. Unfortunately, the tale ends with him freezing to death off the coast of Icewind Dale.
Yeesh.
He made it though.
He made it, yes, but he died in the process.
F in the chat.
While Sophia's doing that and flicking through that.
Mhm.
Very quickly, sorry, Max. I'm going to send you the
please.
the link. You're more than welcome.
Then we'll find a table and chairs in there.
Justice.
Sit down, take a moment to breathe, and feeling a bit calmer, we'll remember of some of the things he picked up in the Burgomaster's house. And so Max, I would like to ask, what were the random things Flint picked off the table?
Oh, the book you found from there?
Well, there was a book, and there was like a table which had all other like stuff on it.
Oh, you just shoved
sort of
shit in, didn't you?
Yeah, I don't know what I picked up. The house was on fire. Who knows?
Inside the bag jumps out a skeletal cat that jumps on your lap.
Okay.
And you have
Good cat.
the book. Its jaw is like hanging by a thread. It's like purring at you, but it's very intimidating to pet. See some ichor just like start dripping on your trousers as well. See like curls up.
Can I try and pick up the cat and just put it on the table? Just go here. Yeah, just stay there. Yeah. Good.
Meows at you. It's like it's coughing up a hairball kind of meow.
There is a lot of stuff in this.
I've got a skeleton cat. I like the fact that I went to sleep with that and it didn't make any noise. But so is there nothing else in there, or did I grab anything else apart from the book and the skeleton cat?
No, you grabbed some like unlit candles, pieces of parchment.
I'll add a couple more candles.
The parchment's kind of ruined because the ichor's kind of seeped into it, so it's not really usable anymore.
Yeah.
Hence why the bag didn't drip, which is good. The book is a wizard spell book.
Oh. Nice. I got a second one of those. Can I go give it to Felix?
He's banned from there now, though.
That's fine. They'll let me in. I'll break my way in. But I'll looking for just... Actually, I'll look through the book first while the cat's just, imagine, looking at.
I'm just trying to find what the spells in it are because I had it written down, but it's disappeared.
Like, I'm a wizard. What? I know the last book I got was actually pretty good.
Why does D&D Beyond just take forever to load? Okay, so the spells in the book are cantrips,
Oh god.
firebolt, light, mage hand, prestidigitation.
Is there any way you'll be able to copy and paste this instead of typing?
Maybe.
Okay. So what did I get? Oh,
So ignore the slots thing, but those are the spells.
oh yeah. I can't. No, Puri can't have that. They're flints who can't use any of them. The thing is, though, there's counterspell in there, so this could be a reason for Flint to actually take counterspell. But we'll see what happens. There's nothing in the book that will help me understand what this thing is sitting in front of me, right?
No.
Why have any idea what...
You just see its eyeball just pop out while it's just staring you out.
Do you need this? Because fortunately Flint's got an iron stomach. This doesn't really... He's more caught back, but he's not disgusted by it. I'm just gonna like get the eye and kind of like put it back if I can.
Yeah.
So it's a skeletal cat, but it's still got some like bodily things on it, right?
It's like a zombie cat, basically.
Yeah, good cat, Hank. You good cat?
Bell.
Wait. What?
Bell.
Yeah. Okay. I think that picture could. Yeah, just
Coughs out
Go
a
on.
lung.
A whole lung.
Yeah, the entire lung.
just, this is weird. Do you think this is weird? As I'm talking to the cat.
Bell.
This doesn't make. Well, as long as you behave. Yep. Do you know anything about this book?
Bell.
Can I interpret that as a yes or a no? Next.
At this point, did you leave the bag, the burlap sack on the floor?
The one that I probably put the stuff in from there. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. That cat jumps down and, being very cat-like, starts playing in the bag.
Okay. Well, that's not my main bag. Where is it? Just yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is very interesting. Hey, I'm gonna go look around, I think.
So,
While Flint is, can I
yeah,
say or not?
yeah, go for it.
So while Flint is talking to whoever he decides to talk to, if it's even a he,
Who knows at this point?
Sophia notices a sort of blank space on one of the bookshelves, like completely blank. It looks like it's the size of a book, but not a big book. It's quite a small book. Maybe if that, Sophia wants to rummage in her bag, grab a book, the only book that Sophia has, and put it on the shelf.
Okay. You can take
Cool.
that book out your inventory and pop it there.
I will indeed.
So regarding the cat in question, Nathan, effectively treat it as a fine familiar. So this cat is now your familiar. However, if it dies, it dies. It has 5 hit points, and you cannot. You can't basically resummon it and all that stuff. But you can.
Yeah, so
You can use the channel vision through the familiar's eyes and all that stuff.
oh, so should I just add a cat?
You certainly can.
Or
Undead
is
cat.
Is it a cat's got 2 hit points? Is there an undead cat one? I don't imagine there is.
No, just use a regular cat.
Okay. Yeah, okay, so it's got 12 VC. So I can familiar in combat or roll zone initiative.
Basically,
Okay.
I rolled really high on the grabbing shit table, so you managed to get the cat.
I got a. That means, something you can do with familiars is if you've got Dragon's Breath, you can make your familiar use Dragon's Breath.
You can't channel spell through it. It's literally just
Why not?
a pet.
Oh, okay. Okay, so if I had an actual familiar, I could, but I can't with this one.
No,
It's pseudo. This one's got 2 hit points, not 5. But,
Yeah. Two.
Well,
Two's fine.
yeah, it's fine. It's I'm not going to be frightened using it in combat, maybe.
Nope.
But I can do the thing where I can see through its vision.
Yes, that's the only part.
It's a good thing I put its eye back.
It might fall off during its.
Was that its only eye? Did it only have one eye? Was that its only eye, Max?
No, it has 2 eyes. They're pointing different
Okay,
directions.
yeah.
So
Okay, that's exactly better perception. See all around.
it's like a chameleon. Better peripheral vision.
It's a really good thing I got this cat instead of Auric, I think. Auric's gonna hate this cat.
Boy.
I got a zombie cat. It's great. Okay. So I will sort of just say you can stay here, cat, if you want. Yeah, stay with the bag. I'll be back in a few minutes. And I would also like to look for a book. Specifically looking for ones that mention well, at three words, I suppose I'm looking up. 3 phrases. Old gods. Somehow I've forgotten the name. Gdoras and memories.
You can roll an investigation check for me. DC 18.
Okay, I'm good at these. I'm not. Alright. Hold on. I could use a sorcery point to re-roll it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm invested in finding one. I have to use this roll though. No, it's even worse. Yeah, no, I don't find it.
You think you grab the book that might have the answers. You see a book clearly labeled The Old Gods. And as soon as you pick it out, you're too excited. You don't notice how old this book is, and it just crumbles and falls apart in your hands. It turns to dust.
This place is terrible.
Yeah, this library is not very well kept, basically.
Yeah.
As Flint says the word terrible, Sophia appears.
Oh. Hello, Sophia. Anything interesting?
She shakes her head.
Well, I did.
She looks up for the first time in a while.
So, right. I wanna prepare you for this. Okay, so obviously I wanted to find a book about Gdoras, whatever that is, some old god. Okay. And the Night Serpent, does any of that ring a bell? You're from this place?
Would I history check, I'm assuming?
History if you do not have religion.
History if I do not have religion?
You have religion, you have to roll religion.
As in, when have religion, what does that mean?
Proficiency, sorry, in religion.
No, I have no proficiency in religion. I have proficiency in history, though.
Has to be history, then.
Cool.
Oh,
17.
They're all getting so close.
You haven't really heard the names before. It's none of the deities that the Vistani really worship, so it doesn't ring a bell, really.
Fair enough.
So, okay, that's fine. But I ran into the Burgomaster's house yesterday, and I found this book. It's a really cool book. It's got spells in it. Don't know if I can use any. We'll find out. Something else I found though is this, and I'll move out the way a little bit and point towards the cat.
Oh, you just see a bag moving about.
It seems friendly and been nice.
So you said this is an undead cat, yeah?
Do you want to see it? Yeah.
Sophia nods, right?
Okay, I will head over to the bag. Oh, there we go. Good. That was a good cat, and sort of reach into the bag.
Yeah, you
sort of patting it a bit.
You pick up the cat, and you just feel like this ooze drip down your hands.
Oh well. That thing's working. Go on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have this cat now. And I will turn around to Sophia while holding the cat.
It's an undead cat, right?
Yep.
So this is
falling apart.
This is not a strange thing to see. As a sort of a pact of a tome, it's sort of a regular thing. Plus, I converse with a large mouth, so it can't be that confusing to see. At that point, sort of my eyes sort of light up a little bit and go over and try and sort of pet the cat.
You pet at its bald head where there's only a patch of matted hair there. It seems to be purring, but it sounds more like guttural gurgling.
It's not like any pet I've had before, but it seems friendly enough. There was other undead cats in that room, wasn't there, though, Max?
Oh, yes.
Okay, but they're all burnt to death by now.
You assume so.
Yeah.
For the first time in a while, turns up to Flint and say, "Have you named it?"
No. No. And I'll be honest, I've named things before. I've never named one of these things.
So Sophia sort of turns to the cat, sort of starts petting it again, and say, "Mrs. Whiskers."
Well,
Mrs. Whiskers. Do you like the name Mrs. Whiskers?
Are you talking to me or the cat?
well,
The cat. From that meow, could Flint determine whether the cat liked the name Mrs. Whiskers?
animal handling
Animal
checks.
handling.
Okay. All right. This is very important stuff. Yeah. Oh, I got -1 to this.
It seems to hate the name, in your
I
opinion,
don't
anyway.
think. I don't think it likes the name.
Can I
much.
can I do an animal handling check, please?
Yes,
Just
you
check
can.
if the cat likes the name.
You need to think of maybe something else.
Oh, 6. Okay.
Yeah, you need to think of something
Yeah.
I
else.
think we need to think of something else.
Well,
The world has not spoken.
Yeah,
It coughs
maybe-
up blood. You assume it's a sign that he doesn't like the name.
What
I
about-
think.
What about Ismark?
Right, I like the name Ismark. The trouble is, it awkward maybe. Don't you think?
Let's see what the cat thinks of Ismark.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Isn't the
What?
cat undead? It's a bit on the nose. I'm
The
really
cat
seeing it
the cat
today.
doesn't find
It's-
Ismark.
it's a-
Ismark
it's a-
any good.
It's
I-
a perfect name.
Tail falls off.
It's a
Ismark's
perfect name. Yes.
Yeah, actually thinking about it, I don't want to say anything, Sophia. You know how they've mentioned like in Barovia souls are like recycled.
Mhm.
You know,
She nods.
this thing wasn't moving like during the night and after I put it in my bag. You know, it's only started doing stuff after there's been a burial rite for Ismark. And I don't want to make any assumptions, but I think this cat might actually be Ismark.
Well, that's
That's the only logical conclusion.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I think we should keep the cat.
I am worried though. I know Warwick doesn't like things that look like this, and they don't. Some people in the group really don't like things that are not living, but it is living. It's fine, right?
You just see a toe fall off.
Oops,
that-
you dropped the Ismark.
Just
Is there-
wedge it
is there
back in the
anything
ball
that-
joint.
Is there anything we know about actually making this cat less of an undead cat?
You may think like a very high level spell might be able to do it to fix it.
What, like?
Otherwise, you could disguise it.
Do I have a disguise kit? 1 second.
I have a disguise kit.
I could use a turn undead.
That's just gonna make it run away.
No. He's high enough level now. He'll blow up the cat.
Yep.
Oh no! Oh, wait, no. I can't. With normal familiars, you can like make them disappear. I can't do that with this one, can I?
Nope.
And turn undead's gonna be a spell we actually use.
I can make it. I can make
you
it
choose?
disappear.
Can you choose which targets, or is it just all undead within a radius?
Everything within its radius.
Oh,
Yep.
my God. Wait, it's a save, doesn't it? It could make the save, right? Right. No,
yeah.
if it's below a certain like challenge rating, it just dies, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it's definitely below the challenge rating.
His challenge is 0. Yeah.
Mhm.
It's more God, I want you to die. We could do. I think we might want to keep it away from like Yegoff and Stoneway, just in case. I know it's like religious types.
You're perfectly aware Yakov isn't particularly religious.
Well, yes, but I'm perfectly aware that he doesn't like undead things.
It's a fucking cat.
I like in my like outward to sort of Flint. I'm like I have no idea what we can do, but inward I'm thinking, can Loken help in this situation?
I mean, Depends
Probably,
on, you might
but-
be able to, there might be a deck card that gives you wish that can do it. I don't know.
Probably,
yes,
but
if we find which, we use it to get the cat back properly.
but if Loken can turn me into a Loxodon,
Yep.
Then-
He's one of the greater divinities. Yeah, he's very strong.
yeah. So maybe so inwardly, I'm thinking to myself, Loken might be a situation. Outwardly, I'm like, I have no fucking clue.
Do you think we should try and disguise it? I don't know how well that would work.
What, in like a hat and a beard?
I don't know. I have a kit for this, but I don't think it's for this.
Is there anywhere I can look up if there are any books that can help us out in this situation?
It's a good
Um,
thing you're in a place filled with books.
Yeah.
I know.
Can we look for
You can
books?
try.
Can we try and look for books that?
It's 100% that cat, by the way, just a little bit more undead. Wilfred.
Sometimes it's eyes for.
Nathan, just by any chance, what's your deception?
My deception is +7.
Oh, great! We could just deceive the rest of the party. Mine's also +7.
What's his +7? You're right. I think I'm an accomplished. I can color things up, but it's just this might be beyond either of our things to say. Yes, this is not a undead
It's
cat.
not a real life cat.
Maybe actually, you're right. Maybe Barovia's weird. You were an elephant a few days ago. Maybe this cat's a perfectly normal breed of cat. In Barovia.
It's the Barovian common
Quick
grey.
question. Quick question.
Yes.
Flint know what an elephant is.
I've read books. I knew what a saber-toothed tiger was. I
That's
don't
fair.
know what an elephant is.
He knows about exotic animals.
Yes, in case they turn undead, and then I can use them as my. Yes. Yes. So right. Okay, that's the plan. This is.
No,
This
no,
is-
that was a terrible plan.
What else have we got?
I want to go look for a book that might be
Okay.
able to help us.
All right.
I'm gonna go look for a book.
Oh, we're gonna go look for a book. As
Oh,
well.
well, that was an 8. That was terrible.
There's no book. You find a book about gardening. It looks really interesting.
I feel like I rolled a 17.
You find a religious book.
Oh,
Let's have a look and see what spell could fix Ismark. Cat.
yeah, cat. Oh god, we just can't say its name around our
Fire.
name.
It's Mark Brackett's cat.
Yeah. Oh, I'll update that on my thing. This cat is very important. Can I cast name Ismark? Go. Hello, Ismark the
We've
cat.
spent like the longest
would-
thing we have done this session is discuss the name of this fucking cat.
You would
didn't
need
know. I thought it was
the
some spell.
7th level spell Resurrection.
Is there anything else interesting about this
Spell
book
is
that I
7th
picked up?
level.
It's Resurrection for Dummies 101.
Okay, I'm taking it.
And it shows various different like rituals and stuff. A lot of it, is like loads of rubbish because you totally haven't tried them in the past. And there's one there you see right at the end is like resurrection is the tried and true testing method, but it costs a lot.
So I will just get Sophia's attention. So Sophia, I found this book. I think it will help. And
Can I have a quick look at the resurrections? I don't have a resurrection spell to hand to work out what classes can use said resurrection
So
spell.
no, what Flint's going to do is look at the spell and then
Bard and cleric.
look at the cat, and
Oh, well, she says-
I try and cast resurrection on the cat.
Oh dear. Oh no. This will go horribly wrong. Roll the fucking dice.
I can't cast the spell though, so no cap. I don't think
Sophia,
I can do this.
Sophia sort of looks around and like trying to see if anything's different. Nothing has changed.
No, nothing has changed.
Okay, well we'll save this for later. I'm going to add that to my inventory now. Collecting. I'm turning into the library. That's great.
What can we do to make this cat a cat?
Oh no.
Dress it if you dress it up in enough animal clothing, it might be able to disguise it. Or you can try and do the convincing argument, saying it's a very common style of cat behavior. You could say it's just a little bit sick. It's fine.
What are we going for?
I think we should go for the dressing up thing.
Okay, I will pull out my disguise kit. And use whatever is in there that I think might help.
Okay. Roll
Catch up the cat a bit.
Roll a deception check with proficiency.
So I already have proficiency in deception.
Perfect. There we go. You can.
But I'm also proficient in disguise kits. So does that change anything?
Basically, it means that if you didn't
makes
have
it easier.
if you didn't have perception, not perception. If you didn't have proficiency in it prior, you can use the proficiency with disguise kit.
So do you want to
prop it up?
I will also, Sophia, to make sure that I'm doing this. All right.
Yeah, I can assist.
Yeah. So
you have
what does that
advantage.
get me? Okay. Excellent.
We're there to assist each other, Nathan. It's fine. There we go. Look at this. There we go.
Perfect. What?
I was so hoping for a pair of natural ones.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
That happened yesterday, by the way, when I was playing D&D. That was insane.
Oh man.
So, cat,
Yeah.
I imagine with
It looks
hair
like
that I had.
it looks like a very, although ugly, it looks like a cat, a normal cat.
It looks like actually is it Wilfred?
It looks
Yep,
like Wilfred.
that cat I've just posted.
That is what it looks like currently. Well, this is the best job I've ever done. Much better than what I did to Irina.
Did they resurrect the cat?
What did you do to Oh, never mind.
Did you resurrect the cat doing that?
Did I resurrect the cat doing that, Bax?
No.
Okay, I think I've spent a fair bit on this. While all this is happening, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I
I was
think we
about to
can
say.
show this to the party. Well, this is good.
No, I think it was going to go advance the plot, maybe.
Yeah. This is the
He's going
plot.
to roll a natural fucking one again, I don't know.
Where were you guys off to anyway?
He was going to go do the thing he promised to do. I don't even know if he's here at the moment. Right, so Ismark the cat.
So
Sam, you dead?
Yeah,
Yeah? What's going on? Like
So-
she never left.
what we can do is, because we can finish this bit off, so Auric, you see coming out of the library near the town square, you see both Sophia and Flint emerging from the library with a grin on their face and clutching onto a cat from the looks of it.
Sophia looks a lot happier than she was.
Yeah, so does Fun.
Okay.
that thing better not scratch my chassis.
Oh, is everyone here? I
I
feel like
thought
that would have.
I thought
I
they'd
think it's-
come back.
Oh.
Have they come back? Thought they'd come back.
I thought it would just be Auric because he was wandering around town. Well,
Oh,
But yeah, we were
maybe.
going towards the
Oh,
Watcher's
yeah.
house.
because I think that
Okay,
took
fine.
a while.
Ignore me.
Like we were
Ig-
looking for a while.
Ignore me. Okay, continue.
Well, Max is muted.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. What's up?
So it's only Auric that saw me and Sophia exit the library. Yeah?
At the moment, yeah.
Okay.
I don't really want to do anything with that, so if
Yeah.
anyone else wants to do anything.
So we'll pan over to Yegov and Sterling in that case on the way to the Lady Watcher's house.
Mm-hmm. Well,
This is your show, Sterling, so
yeah, I mean, okay, so, we're walking, we're talking. That's pretty much it, I guess.
well, we'll ring the bell first. Good place to start.
Yeah, that's a good place to start. I was just thinking if there's anything I want to do on the way there, but nah, I think we're good.
You ring the bell, and a familiar sight of the butler opens the door. Ah, yes.
Good morning.
The heroes of the town.
Well, thank you,
Lady
I guess.
Watcher has been expecting you.
Well, she did tell me to come back this morning, so I would be surprised if she wasn't.
Indeed. Lady Watcher is currently having breakfast. Would you care to join the lady?
We will join her for company, but we have eaten.
Yes, sounds good.
Please, this way. Yeah, leads the way towards Lady Watcher for you guys. She appears to be eating jam-filled scones. Fresh
Good
cream.
morning, milady.
Ah, morning, Sterling. Been expecting you. Please come sit. I'll have the butler bring out some food immediately for you.
We've eaten, but we appreciate the offer.
How about a glass of wine? I insist. Today's a day of celebration. We have taken back the town.
Is there anything on the table that Sterling wouldn't have tasted before? Because now he can taste, he might be very intrigued to try.
Most of the stuff you'd imagine you've never
This is
tasted. There's
beyond our norm.
there's some
This is
fresh
beyond
there's
our
some
pale.
fresh bread. There's a jar of honey, various different condiments.
Bread I'll pass on.
There's like various patisserie stuff like croissants and the like. It's very very ornate. Think of it as a
I don't think I'd go
continental
for the-
breakfast. There's cheeses.
Yeah, so I'll probably I'll probably ask to try some of that stuff and point at the stuff that doesn't look like bread. So not the croissants and not the bread itself, but
Yeah.
some of the cheeses and the
little
the-
various meats.
the various meats, the spreads.
It is a wonderful sensation. They all taste fantastic.
Yeah, I'm guessing the Lady Watcher will give me some weird looks with me just trying all of these weird combinations together as well, because I don't know what I'm doing.
She's like, oh, how exotic. Is this how you normally eat this combination of food? Or where were you from again, sorry?
Well, I'm not quite sure where I'm originally from, but I did work in a shop with an artificer until recently.
Oh, I see.
Yes, I haven't eaten any of this stuff before.
Well, help yourself. Like I said, today is a day of celebration. Please eat your fill. Mind you, where are your compatriots? The more the merrier. Today we celebrate. The wine shall flow.
Just because today is a celebration for your town does not mean our tasks are complete. I believe
Indeed.
they are conducting research into our next course of action, or invariably getting distracted by what is inevitably a small feline.
Sorry, I thought it was going to be spell components or a bit of gold. I didn't think it was going to be a skeletal Stormzy Calicky.
Speaking of feline, did you deal with the Burgomaster's boy? I saw you enter the house. Did you handle that boy? Because whatever you did, my daughter was cured.
Yes, I believe the source of the spell was destroyed.
Like I said, today's a day of celebration. As she raises a glass of wine.
Well,
You did say we would dispel the magic on your daughter, and
Indeed you did, and I believe I have a reward lined up for yourselves and your compatriots. Could you go and fetch him? I'd be far more efficient to hand out the gold to everyone whilst they were here.
Ah,
By all
why?
means, Sterling, you can stay here and enjoy the food before you.
Why? Thank you. Where are you off to?
Go and find the compatriots.
Oh, okay. Indeed.
I'll be back momentarily, and I buck off to the library.
Yeah, I will sit there. I'll sit there, continue eating, like in my slightly more like erratic manner. So like,
Yep.
things just flying everywhere a little bit. Hands a bit more than cutlery. Yeah.
But you chow down on various things. The butler keeps bringing out various different foods for you to try. It's somewhat amusing, Lady Watcher, watching you try food for the first time in a way. Yegov, you do see both Sophia and Flint are coming your way, holding onto a creature. A very ugly looking creature that seems to resemble a cat.
Is Oric with them?
You don't see Oric
No.
about, no.
Oric sees us. The shadows.
I don't believe I was actually correct. Are you guys headed to the Watcher household?
Oh, hello, Yegov.
Hey, Yegov.
Morning. Oh, you seem to feel better. That's good to see.
Yes.
Absolutely.
But, we have
The
a
library
new...
was excellent.
Yes.
Any progress made?
Got
Or-
2 new books.
Oh,
Unfortunately, well, in all seriousness, we didn't find anything about Ghidorahs. I did find a book about the old gods, but it quite literally crumbled in front of me.
I found a book about gardening.
excellent.
That she did.
Happy to have.
We also, or I found it, but we found now this cat.
Yes, a cat.
Mm-hmm.
It's. I have to be honest. It's quite hideous.
Whoa.
Look at it and tell me
That's-
it's not.
That's my friend Ismark you're talking about there.
You named it after the.
Take off.
Tempest have mercy. Flint,
Yes.
you said my name. I presumed you wanted something.
No, it was more just a surprise that you were here, is all.
Well, I came to fetch you because Lady Watcher wants to give us all our reward at the same time.
That sounds good. Do you think she likes cats?
I don't think she does, no, considering her daughter was just turned into one, basically.
No, that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
I think
However,
I'll
she
have to...
should have no personal problem with you having a cat with you.
So I should be allowed to bring his mark in.
You should, as long as it behaves itself.
It's been very well behaved.
It starts
Max,
drooling.
do I have any reason to believe this cat is anything but a cat?
It's natural 20.
You could do a
It's an
perception
absolute
check.
cat.
You have to nat 20 in a perception.
I mean, like, I'd do a perception check, but I have no reason to suspect this cat is
Oh,
anything
it just smells a bit weird.
It looks fucking
Oh,
close.
Oh dear.
You think it's a cat, it's acting really shifty and it's really smelly, but you can't shift a feeling that the cat's very sus.
Okay,
That's
it's Barovian cat.jpg. It's definitely not a cat.
But it is a
But it
cat.
is a cat. Like,
Yeah.
it's a cat in Barovia, which means it isn't a cat, but it is.
Oh, you've seen
It's
like
probably
normal cat alley street cats and stuff around Vallaki. It's just
No, it's probably
This
like the
cat's giving you
Archdemon
the
of Oaks or
EPGBs.
something, you know.
yeah.
There's
I
something.
did also I found 2 other books. One of which isn't that important, but another one is the one I picked up in the Burgomaster's house. And it's got all sorts of magic in it.
Oh.
Yep.
Maybe have Auric have a look at that. He likes.
Uh,
I think he likes spellcraft.
I'm kind
maybe.
of just I'm kind of imagining the cat from Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Like, be careful with that cat.
Ismark's fine, aren't you, Ismark?
Yes, but
Yeah.
have you seen another cat in Vallaki?
Have I seen another cat in Vallaki?
Yeah.
Oh
Like
no,
how
has
many?
Flynn seen another cat?
You've not seen any, but everyone else has. You just
I
not paid
haven't
attention
seen
to.
any cats
Right, yeah.
in Vallaki anyway. Barovia cats, man. They're weird.
There's something alright about that cat, Flint, but if it's behaving itself, to be quite frank, I don't give a fuck.
Sounds good. Let's go,
Have you
Lady
seen
Watchers. I look around. Do I see Auric? No.
You could do a perception check.
Okay, I'll do a
I
perception.
did a perception check.
No, I don't see Auric.
Cat fur in your eye.
Um,
Do I see Auric?
You could do a perception check. Can you? Are you hiding at the moment, Ben?
No, but I'm not alright.
No, one of them
yeah.
ones.
You don't see Auric in the vicinity now.
Do we have any idea where he went, or did he just go for a meander?
we were in the library.
I'll go look around the parts of town that I know or think that Auric would have liked. Hopefully, try and find him. Otherwise, I'm happy to pass the buck on to someone else. That's not the right phrase.
For narrative reasons, you find Auric immediately, and he says hello and walks back with you to the Watcher's house.
Thank fuck for the narrative. Praise be the narrative. Our
But also,
gracious God.
As we're
He doesn't
walking,
mind that we neglect him constantly.
as we're walking back, as we're walking to the Lady Watcher, and I pull Sophia back. Just whisper, I think it worked. It worked.
Auric, can need a perception check for Ismark.
Oh boy.
Oh,
alright.
that cat's fucking possessed.
It worked, Sophia. We did it.
Just stinks.
We
like
did so well, yay!
For some reason,
Yay!
the cat. You just
Once
look
again,
at
there's still a
it,
railer though.
and it just makes you nauseous just looking at the cat, and you're not too sure why.
Might be allergic to those things.
Oh, yeah, but it seems really friendly.
You have added that natural 20 onto that fucking.
Yeah, I got a natural 20, of course.
Oh, it was you that got it. Oh, bloody hell.
Disguising a cat to look like a not as ugly cat.
Oh, just keep it away from me.
I'll
Let's go.
do what I can. Maybe I'll like you.
No.
Seems to like me and Sophia. Isn't that right,
Bruce
Isma?
has poor taste in people.
It's just rude.
A mass murderer and a sociopath. Perfect company and judgment. Yeah, we go to the Watcher house.
Really okay.
It's like,
And the butler seats you at the grand dining table. The breakfast food appears to have been taken away, and instead you see like
But
a
devoured.
roasted like hog and various exotic
and
food.
somehow a fat
And
sterling.
She claps her hand to the butler and says, "Bring me the finest, the special bottle. I think today is the perfect day to celebrate."
I was expecting an ambush.
When they get back, how much food is left?
None of the breakfast stuff. You finished off the breakfast stuff.
Yeah, he took this. Max said they took away the breakfast. No, Sterling ate it.
Yeah, he ate it. There was none
Conveyor
left.
Sterling activated.
They simply cleaned the plates. They just cleaned the plates. That's all they had to do. And the butler brings out a very dusty bottle of red wine. Lady Watcher explains this is a special wine that's been kept in the family for the one day we finally get control of Vallaki. We've had this bottle of wine, this vintage, for over 100 years. And it is what can only be described as priceless. The butler pops the cork off and pours each of you a glass. And Lady
Such a shame
Waterloo
Debbie
has
isn't
a glass on the go, and she raises a glass and notes to the future. Holds up and toast.
I join in the toast.
Yeah, I would
I'd like
say
to raise my
legit
glass, please.
raise glass as well. A bit unsure because
Yeah.
Finn's never had to do anything like
Yeah, I was
this.
going to say,
but
seeing everyone else do it, I'm kind of like looking slightly puzzled, and then I
I mean,
do follow.
it's a bit more of a classy toast.
Yeah,
than
yes.
Jagov's used to, you know.
yeah, that's what I'm getting at as well. Yeah.
Just like imitating her kind of thing, because you're not too sure the proper mannerisms.
Yeah.
Does everyone drink the wine?
Yep.
So when you ask, like,
So scared now.
Oh no,
Yes.
I have detect poison and
I'm
disease
just
prepared.
describing
Yes.
the taste.
yes, when he
it-
takes.
We'll drink the wine.
The wine's like it's the best one you've drunk yet. Like wine in Barovia has been excellent anyway, but this one is like fruity. It's like it makes you feel a little bit happy inside, which is like an amazing sensation. It just tastes wonderful. Problem is though, as a minute or two goes by, your vision starts to haze and sway left and right.
Yeah, I knew it. Can I, while this is going on, can I cast detect poison and disease? It takes one action.
Yeah, you can do detect. Yep, it is indeed poisoned wine. As each one
Right, do
is
we not get a save?
Can I drink a magic potion?
not for this one.
Do we not get?
Not for this one.
Fuck.
Plot device.
What a nice.
As you all.
I left his mark outside.
No, Ismark's in your bag.
God damn it. Fine. It's my
And
marks.
each
The one
of-
day my stomach is not sobered up from bread.
Yep. And the vision fades
Is-
to black.
I'm sitting there all fine.
No, this is
Immune to
bypassing your.
poison.
This bypasses your Warforged thing.
Okay.
Like I said, plot device. Plot device.
Okay.
Yeah, because technically I'm not supposed to allow Warforged in this campaign.
Yay, plot
Okay.
armor.
Plot armor, woo.
Wait, this isn't plot. Oh, this is plot poison, isn't it?
Yep.
Technically.
Yeah, this is plot piercing. This.
It's really good. I was
Anyway.
going to give Ismark some of that wine, so it's a good thing I didn't get around to that.
So,
And
is that
that's
what we call it then?
where we will call it. As Debbie wasn't here for today's session, there'll be Rayla's time to shine next one as she tries to break you out of the Lady Watcher's prison. Slash basement.
Why did she put us in prison? We didn't do anything wrong.
All will be found out next time.
Why?
All will
Could
be
have
well.
burned this
Dang.
fucking city to the ground.
What's she
thank-
got against Ismark?
What a great session.
Alright,
Thanks,
that
Matt.
seals it. Oryx going rogue.
As, around that, like Yegov was like always with, like, you know, trying to join it, like prevent Auric. Like, you know, they're common people. They're just doing what they can. At this
They're all
point,
gonna
he's
die.
Giving a, yeah, they will
I'm
die.
killing
I'm
them all.
afraid. But I
Max, do we
suppose-
level up?
Yeah.
No.
We level up off getting poisoned.
No.
I mean,
Oh,
thought we finished the Valaki chapter, but I guess not.
Well, this is the epilogue bit, so.
I'm
Just
sure we should have
this-
started with the Burgomaster. I'm sure he would have done this to
Look,
us.
it's fine. We spent a lot of time working out what the cat's name was today. It's all good.
Yeah, we did.
Right.
Well,
With that, I must go.
Yep, same
Okay.
here. But
I will say as well, if the cat is technically undead, resurrection doesn't even, I think, work on undead things.
just a heads up. Well, we'll have to be the wish spell then. So basically, you're kind of relying on Sophia's deck,
Well,
because I know for a fact there's a wish in there. But yeah,
Is there one in each deck by any chance?
no, just Loken's one. The other one's like nowhere near as powered.
It's fine. It's
And that
fine.
just-
I've already lost. I've already lost the love of my life this session.
Yeah, well, you can.
I
still
mean,
fucking
that was
horrible.
only at the power of that card, wasn't it?
actually,
So
to be
the
fair,
closest
depending on
gun-
how long Sophia's out for, she might not. It might be the next day.
Yep, but she misses the time frame.
Yeah. and then she'll never meet her true soulmate.
I mean,
Also, as a side note, try not tell Debbie that you guys have been locked up. So it's like a little bit of a spoiler next session for her.
yeah.
In that case, tell her not to watch
Watch the
the.
pod.
I don't think
Yeah, I don't
she
think
does.
Watch them anyway.
Yeah, I don't think she
Pardon?
does anyway.
Fairs.
Yeah,
Right.
thank you very much, guys, for joining in. I'm going to jump off, and
Thank you for the
Thank
session.
you for the
I'm
session,
going to run away as
Bye.
well.
I'll catch you guys next time.
Okay,
Alright,
I'm
see you
gonna head
guys.
off for a bit. I
Yeah.
may be back on for a little bit
Bye.
later, but
I will not.
Right, guys, thank you very much for watching. It's going to run some ads. Ooh, wrong screen. There we go. Would help if I clicked the right one. And I'll play some music, and then we'll catch you guys next Wednesday.